Today, I stand with a heavy heart alongside Senator Bozeman to mourn the deaths of two great Arkansans, Arkansas Department of Corrections Sergeant Joshua Caudell and West Memphis firefighter Jason Lang. They both died as they lived, serving their fellow Arkansans. Like every state, Arkansas is suffering terribly from the crime wave that has crashed across the country in the past 2.5 years. Our men and women in law enforcement are on the front line of this crisis, fighting against the forces of disorder, ridding our streets of poisonous drugs, facing down evil itself. Sadly, too many in law enforcement have paid the ultimate price while protecting the innocent and fighting the guilty. Last Monday, another Arkansan lost his life as an officer in the line of duty. The other week, Pulaski County Sheriff's deputies were asked to check on a woman who hadn't shown up to work that day. Her friends were concerned about her well-being and wanted to make sure she was safe. When the deputies arrived at the woman's house, an armed assailant opened fire, forcing them to take cover and call backup. The shooter managed to escape, and deputies then called in canine officers to find the would-be cop killer. One of the officers assigned to this dangerous job was Sergeant Joshua Caudell. Sergeant Caudell helped track the shooter to a trailer not far away. Tragically, unknown to the officers, the shooter was lying in wait underneath the trailer. He once again opened fire on the police, this time hitting Sergeant Caudell and killing him. Sergeant Caudell was 29 years old. He had a wife and 3 children. My prayers and Senator Bozeman's prayers reflect the prayers of all Arkansans going out to his family. We can only imagine their heartbreak and pain. The heinous criminal who committed this murder is now in custody. He will face justice, stern, swift, and fair. And he must face the sternest justice possible, because an attack on a law enforcement officer is also an attack on the rule of law, on order, on civilization itself. Sadly, the slaying of Sergeant Caudell was not the only tragedy that befell our state in the last 2 weeks. On Saturday, February 26th, 20-year-old West Memphis firefighter Jason Lang was on his way to an EMT class when he saw that a stranger had gotten into a car accident. Exactly as you would expect from such a fine public servant, he pulled over and he tried to help the crash victim. As he was selflessly helping the stranger, Jason was tragically struck by an 18-wheeler and killed. Jason's death is a heartbreaking loss for our state. When Jason saw a fellow Arkansan in distress, he ran towards the danger. Every young boy and girl should aspire to serve their community with the same sense of bravery. Today, all of Arkansas weeps, red and blue. My heart and Senator Bozeman's heart goes out to all Arkansas firefighters and police officers who do so much for our state each and every day. President Reagan said in his first inaugural address, "Those who say that we're in a time without heroes just don't know where to look." Jason Lang and Joshua Caudell were indeed heroes, and we can look to them and we can honor their legacy. God bless them, God bless their families, and God bless the state of Arkansas. I yield the floor.